Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2005 Volkswagen Jetta TDI. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. And this one literally just came in. I don't know a thing about it, other than it's a Volkswagen Jetta TDI. Let's see if the hood is popped, and we'll start there. Alright, so it's a loud car, obviously, because it's a diesel. You've got, it's not horrible looking. It does have some rust spots. You can see right down here on the rockers, there's that rust spot there, and then up on the front, on the cab corner, there's that rough spot there. The rear tires are really good, probably 75%. This front tire, I'm assuming, is a donut, or it's a full-size tire, but it's on a steel wheel, and the tire itself is probably like 25%. Let me see if there's a trunk button somewhere. See if the tire is in the trunk. Sometimes, because that's an aluminum wheel and that's a steel wheel, so sometimes if they have a flat, they'll put. Nope, no tire back here. Oh wait, there it is. All right, so we've got the aluminum wheel back there. I imagine the tire is just bad for whatever reason. So it is there, it's just not on at the moment. Okay, from the back, looks pretty good. You've got a little piece missing right here on your light, but for the most part, it's pretty good. This side, you're missing your gas cap, and then there's a little bit of rust going on right there. And then down here on the rockers, you probably have some rust where that paint is kind of coming off. So, interior, looks like it's in pretty decent condition, pretty clean, not horribly dirty, but not detailed either. Alright, now we'll get under this hood. I'm not going to do much talking because it is loud. It's a diesel. So there's your motor. Okay, we have got some things going on. I don't know, you won't be able to see a lot of this. There's 227,571 miles on here. Looks like it's got 360 miles to empty on the fuel tank. This LED screen is kind of going out. There's this light over here, which I think is a brake light, because I saw somewhere else on this screen something about a brake light. I'm still kind of waiting for something to come up. But there's that light right there. It's a circle, and then it's got the things. I think it's a brake light is what it is. The light over here under this RPM gauge that looks like a steering wheel. I'll have to look and see what these lights are. BMW has some weird lights. The green light with a foot in it. I don't know if that's I don't know. I'll have to look those up. The DRL light, I think that's your daytime running lights. I think that's what that is. The ABS light and the traction control light are on. I should be able to look up on my other computer and find out what those are on for. Sometimes that is for like a wheel bearing or a speed sensor, something like that. But as far as check engine lights, there are no check engine lights. The vehicle has no fault codes. Up here we've got the radio. Radio works. I've got the AC on and it works. I'm going to turn the heat up for just a minute to make sure it works. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to do the windows. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window works. Rear driver's side window works. And the driver's side window works. I'm going to turn this heat down. Oh my goodness. Heat works. Whew. And then you've got heated seats here for the winter time. And let's see what else. Oh, we've got a sunroof. And let's see. That works. So we will, let's see, shut that. And then we will go for a drive. I think Matt and Joey drove this one at the in the parking lot up at the auction, but they didn't drive it much more than that. So this is actually really the first time we're taking it out on the road for any extended period of time. The bad thing about a diesel car is just that because it's so loud, or a diesel truck or diesel anything, because it's so loud, sometimes you can't hear other things. So I will do my best to hear everything that's going on, but some of it you may just have to hear when you get here in person. So it does sound like there is a wheel bearing noise, which would explain the ABS light and the traction control light. And it sounds like it's coming from, let me see. Okay, so it gets worse when I go towards the driver's side, I think. Let me double check that. Okay, it almost goes away when I go to the passenger side, and it gets worse when I go to the driver's side. So I think if it goes away when I go towards the passenger side, I think that means it's probably the front driver's side wheel bearing would be my guess. I'll have to double check that with Google, but I know that there's a test that you do, and if the noise goes away on one side, I think it's the opposite side. So if the noise goes away when I'm going towards the passenger side, it should be the driver's side wheel bearing that's the problem. So yes, there's that wheel bearing noise, which is kind of like a low rumbling sound that you hear as you're driving. That would explain your ABS light, your traction control light, and probably your brake light as well. Let's see, with that I found out that my turn signals work. There's my left turn signal. There's my right turn signal. Let's see, there's my windshield wipers. My windshield wipers work. Other than the wheel bearing, I don't really hear any other suspension noise. I don't feel any suspension noise. And it seems to be driving really well. It has good power. I'm going to set our cruise maybe. Let's see, how do we turn it on? It's on. Oh, I think I set it and then I turned on my brake. Okay, I'll have to do it again when I turn. Again, when I turn though, no suspension noise, nothing like that. I'm gonna try my cruise. I gotta get up to probably about 40 before my cruise engages. Okay, I think I've got right there, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little cruise light. I'm cruising right about 35. So the cruise works, the horn works. Okay, so overall on this car, runs and drives pretty decent. Body's a little bit rough. Motor's loud, but I mean, I think that's normal. That's your diesel motor. Has high miles, has some lights on the dash, needs a wheel bearing. But otherwise, AC works, heat works, radio works, windows work. All the basics seem to work. So it seems like a really good running car. And right now it's got 400 miles to empty. So be a good car to pick up now and get a free 400 miles. But I think that's it. If you want to look up some of those BMW lights, like that steering wheel light, which I don't know what that means. But then if you have any questions, you're welcome to send me a text message or call me and ask me any of those questions, and I will try and get some answers for you. Thanks, guys.